Hey, welcome back, and I'm genuinely glad you're here today. I'm going to walk you through everything I've learned about Vizard so you can see exactly how it works. We'll cover what it can do for your channel and whether it's truly worth adding to your current workflow. If you make long videos like interviews, podcasts, or tutorials, and you want to turn those into a steady stream of short, shareable clips, you should definitely stick around. I promise this process will save you significant time and help you get more reach without turning you into a full-time editor. Alright, let's drop a quick spoiler. Vizard is an AI-powered, cloud-based editor that automatically finds the best moments in your long-form videos. It expertly handles everything from captions and cropping for different aspect ratios to scheduling, and even content calendar management. In short, you take one long session, spend a little time setting your preferences, and Vizard outputs a stack of ready-to-post clips. It's a huge multiplier for creators who want consistent short-form output without burning hours in traditional editing software. Before we jump into the live demo, if you don't have an account yet, there's usually a link in the description to try it out. They typically offer trial tiers so you can test the core functionality without making any immediate commitment. But even without any special link, you can sign up and play with a free plan to see how it behaves with your specific content. Okay, let's walk through the public site for just a second so you know exactly what to expect. Vizard's core messaging is pretty straightforward. You drop one long video in and you get multiple clips out. They highlight how incredibly quick and easy it is. You just drag a URL or upload an MP4, and the AI analyzes the entire file to find those engaging moments. They also call out powerful features like automated caption generation, different layout presets, filler word removal, and even automatic B-roll suggestions. One feature I really appreciate is that you can upload a source file even before you publish the long-form video itself. This means if you are about to drop a major podcast or YouTube upload, you can pre-process it and have short-form promos ready the moment the main video goes live. That capability is absolutely huge for building pre-launch momentum and initial buzz. You will also notice that they include brand templates, team collaboration tools, and a shared content calendar. These are not just nice to have extras. Once you scale up and start managing multiple channels or clients, those features become essential. Instead of manually redoing the same caption style, colors, and font for every single clip, you save templates and let the AI plug them in automatically every time. Now, let me quickly open up my personal dashboard so you can see the actual processing flow. This is truly where all the heavy lifting and the magic of the automation happens. Up at the very top, you'll see your available credits or processing hours, which is basically how much video you can run through the AI depending on your current subscription plan. Right in the center is the main upload area where you can paste a URL from YouTube, Rumble, or simply drop a local file directly from your drive. I have personally used both methods extensively, and they both work flawlessly. Dragging straight from cloud storage or uploading an MP4 is perfect if you are working on content you haven't published yet. Once you initiate the upload, Vizard immediately begins scanning the entire file. It transcribes the audio, detects all the different speakers, analyzes engagement signals, and then suggests the best clips to cut. You get to choose a few key parameters before the AI even runs. Things like caption style, preferred clip length ranges, and the exact time window you want it to analyze. That last option, setting the time window, is brilliant for saving processing credits if you know the best segment is between minute 8 and 14. You can also enter specific topic keywords, so the AI prioritizes pulling moments where you explicitly mention those key phrases. I find this incredibly useful when I specifically want clips centered around certain products or growth themes. This targeted approach helps the AI pull far more relevant and on-topic highlights for you. Alright, after you hit that big Generate Clips button, Vizard swiftly fetches and processes the entire video file. While that processing is running, they provide a learning center and tutorials you can quickly skim through, which is handy for fine-tuning styles. When the analysis finally finishes, you are presented with a complete deck of clips, sometimes dozens from just one long video. Each resulting clip has a suggested title based on the transcript, a low-resolution preview, its exact length, and a calculated viral score. Just a quick note on that viral score. Remember that it is a predictive metric, so you should absolutely not treat it as gospel. It's a helpful guide to prioritize what might perform better, but you must test, iterate, and adjust your strategy based on real results. My personal workflow is to let Vizard pull the initial clips, then I review them quickly, tweak the captions and start-end points if necessary, and then I schedule or download. Honestly, the AI handles about 90 to 95% of the genuinely heavy lifting in the creation process. The remaining small percentage, those tiny creative decisions, a slightly tighter cut, a punchier opening caption, that's where you inject your own personality. Let me show you the dedicated editor interface next, so you can see the fine-tuning options available. Each generated clip opens into a browser-based editor where you can scrub the timeline, adjust the start and end points, and directly edit the transcribed text. The transcript itself is fully editable, allowing you to clean up sentences, cut out distracting filler words, or even rephrase things to be more hook-focused. There's also a convenient toggle to have the AI automatically clean out all those ums and UHs if you prefer that level of automation. The layout options are wonderfully flexible, supporting portrait for shorts and reels, square for Instagram, or standard landscape for other platforms. Vizard's automatic speaker tracking and smart cropping generally do a great job framing faces and key on-screen elements, with the option to manually override the focus if needed. You even get a dedicated split screen or screen share mode, which is perfect for interviews where you need both the speaker and their slides visible. Captions are baked right into the video output and look great thanks to many built-in animation presets. You can choose simple one-line captions, multi-line blocks, or even a very bold karaoke style that highlights each word as it is spoken. They also offer intro templates and tiny subtle motion graphics you can enable for a more polished, branded feel. If you happen to manage multiple brands or clients, saving those brand templates is an absolute massive time saver in the long run. One unexpected feature I truly love is the ability to give clips a like or any form of direct feedback. When you heart a clip, Vizard actually learns your specific taste and aims to improve its future clip selections automatically. Conversely, you can downvote suggestions so the AI learns to stop showing you similar moments it thinks you won't like. This constant feedback loop is what helps the tool genuinely get smarter about the exact type of content you prefer over time. Once you are happy with the clip, you have two primary options. Download the high-definition file, often including separate SRT captions, or use the built-in auto-post scheduler. The scheduler lets you connect all your social accounts, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, and set precise posting rules like frequency, time slots, and specific platforms. When you combine that scheduling power with the content calendar, you can essentially set it and forget it, as Vizard queues and publishes clips automatically according to your plan. For creators who absolutely despise the repetitive task of manual posting, this feature alone is a complete lifesaver. Now, I know you're wondering about competitors, so let's briefly talk about other tools doing something similar. Tools like Opus Clip do a comparable job with quick clip generation and offer a solid feature set, but there are always trade-offs to consider. For instance, some competitors might lock the best scheduling flexibility or caption control behind much higher price tiers. Others might seem cheaper initially, but force you to download all your captions separately, or simply lack a truly robust content calendar. Or they might spot obvious highlights well, but struggle when it comes to multi-speaker transcripts or subtle context that needs a quick human polish. With Vizard, I found the real sweet spot tends to be the superior scheduling integration, helpful brand templates, and a much more intuitive editor for fast tweaks. It is not perfect. Sometimes the AI slices a clip in a slightly awkward way that needs a small manual nudge, but the difference is the end-to-end flow. From the initial upload all the way through to the scheduled post, this tool has far fewer friction points than most others I've tested. Let me call out a couple of other important factors that really matter in day-to-day use. First, regarding credits and processing. Check exactly how each platform calculates usage because some charge by minutes processed, while others charge by clips generated. Vizard's credit system is very straightforward, and the ability to limit the analysis time window saves credits if you're on a smaller plan. That small control is incredibly handy when you are trying to manage your budget on the entry-level tiers. Second, look closely at the team features, because if you work with an editor or social media manager, inviting them to your workspace is key. You can easily set specific permissions, share brand templates across the team, and manage the content queue without sending files back and forth via email. Finally, regarding exports, if you still prefer to do your final polish in a program like Premiere Pro, you can export an XML file or just download the raw HD video with separate captions. I personally do the vast majority of the heavy lifting in Vizard and only export to Premiere for those marquee clips that need really fancy motion graphics. I also want to strongly highlight the multilingual support, because if you have non-English content, their transcription and translation options are surprisingly solid. You can generate captions in the original language and then easily create translated versions for other international markets you are targeting. For creators actively trying to reach global audiences, that translation capability alone is a massive boost to your potential reach. Just a couple of quick, practical tips from my own personal usage that you should implement immediately. First, set your preferred clip length preferences up front so the AI knows what you generally want. If you mainly want sub 30-second content, tell the system so the AI prioritizes those snappier, shorter moments automatically. Second, always use topic keywords to bias the AI towards the themes you really care about, which pulls more focused clips. Third, spend about 5 to 10 minutes reviewing the AI's initial picks for every video you process. That tiny bit of manual lift is what elevates the raw output from merely good to actually great. And finally, absolutely save your brand templates for fonts, colors, and caption styles, especially if you're juggling client work. Now, for pricing, just a quick note here. Plans always vary and they do change over time, but Vizard generally offers tiered plans so you can start small and scale up as your channel grows. Compared to some competitors that force you into expensive annual contracts just to unlock essential scheduler features, Vizard's structure tends to be more creator-friendly. You should still always check the latest pricing details directly on their website before committing to any specific plan. Okay, to wrap everything up, I have been using Vizard to convert my long videos into a consistent stream of short clips, and it has directly contributed to growth. These short clips successfully pull new viewers into my main channel, leading them to binge other content, which ultimately boosts overall watch time. The scheduler and content calendar ensure I can maintain a consistent posting cadence, even when my real life gets incredibly busy. And the ability to tweak captions, select layouts, and train the AI using simple likes makes the whole experience feel much less robotic. If you have any questions about setting up brand templates, finding the best clip lengths for specific platforms, or handling multi-host interviews, drop them in the comments below. I promise I will follow up with dedicated videos on those more specific workflows if enough people ask. And if you haven't experienced the power of this type of tool yet, Please give that free trial a spin and see how it transforms your weekly output. For the vast majority of content creators today, this is genuinely a major time saver and a powerful growth hack. All right, that concludes this deep dive into using this kind of automation. If you would like a follow-up where I show a direct side-by-side comparison between Vizard and another tool using the exact same raw video, let me know in the comments and I will absolutely film that next. Thank you so much for watching. I truly hope this helped you figure out how to squeeze significantly more value out of the content you already own. I'll catch you all in the next video, and please take great care of yourselves.